What is up, Pinkcast?
Little Sticks is going on, guys.
What it is, guys?
The Kink Cast. The
Oh shit! Lock me up, daddy.
Oh, what?
Here, I got handcuffs. Here, I got
I'm sorry. I heard.
right here.
Wow, that's crazy.
I heard kink
bro.
cast.
What?
I can't.
Alright, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode.
It's lit.
Welcome back to another episode. Today, we're coming at you with yet again, a long-awaited topic, story time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, our first stories are, what is the most embarrassing thing at or scary, embarrassing, or like scary moment or whatever? Is that
Yeah.
traumatizing, whatever moment at a carnival or amusement park or something funny? So it's actually pretty embarrassing. This is kind of part of the reason why I don't go to amusement parks that much. But so basically, back when I was like, dude, how old was I during this? Yeah, it's definitely like my freshman year of high school or my middle school, I think.
Let's just say middle school.
But it could be 6th grade. I don't remember, but anyways, around that area of age. But so I went on vacation with two of my classmates that they're both girls. They're pretty good friends. So I think it was like the last day there. We were at this like water park thing, and they had an amusement park thing attachment to it. So it's our last day there, and I'm very motion sickness, so I don't like spinny things.
Oh shit.
Well, you don't. So you hate like the teacup shit, like the teacup.
So we went on teacups, and funny you say that because we went on the teacups. And you can control the speed on this, and we were going so fast on them. Us three, I'll leave them unnamed, but me and the two girls were going so fast, I literally couldn't barely see. We get done, and like I'm getting up, I'm wobbly. I get off, I'm wobbly. They're like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah." I walk over, and like I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up." So I just barely made it to the bathroom, and I just fucking chunks everywhere in there, dude.
Blue chunks.
Dude, it was bad. It was bad, dude. So I walk out, and I'm obviously like, I look like shit. And they're all like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I just threw up." And like, bro, I threw up on the fucking teacups, bro. Like, the teacups.
Where at? Six Flags or?
It might have been Six Flags or
Adventureland?
It might have been somewhere in Wisconsin, I think. But,
oh shit, the Dells.
I don't. Yeah, somewhere in the Dells. I don't remember, but yeah, no, it was funny. And then for like a week, everybody would go by me, and go ooh, because the two girls told people, and it was kind of funny. So it's pretty embarrassing, but
damn.
I don't like spinny things. Hate it. I don't mind roller coasters though. For some reason, those aren't too bad.
I don't mind centripetal force. So you know those like UFO rides, the ones where you go so fast that it like sticks you to the wall, so you don't even need to like.
Those are so fun.
I think you probably just got the bad end of the stick when it comes to teacups, because I'm telling you right now, some of those teacups just they spin so much faster than like any other.
Yeah, because they don't take care of
the bad end of the stick of like the physics of the ride.
They don't fucking take care of them.
Because those things are on like a rotator cuff type of thing.
Have you ever been to those holiday? You ever been to those holiday fairs and they don't have teacups, but they're like giant apples or like pumpkins or something? You get inside of them, and it's the same concept. Those like some of those county fair rides are just so fucking old. They just spray like WD-40 on the bottom of it, and when you twist that shit, you're going like a fidget spinner. You will not stop.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. I hate spinny shit.
Imagine you guys derailed.
I know. Oh shit!
Just like that, it derailed.
Dude, could you not wear pants or something?
What?
That'd be crazy. You know, like how like business
Hey,
like wear like their
Mom made pancakes.
You already know what's going on, dog.
Hey, Mom made pancakes.
Walks out of the room.
Dude, right between the legs that your webcam.
That'd be awesome.
Dude, I got two interesting stories.
Wave was amazing.
I went to like a circus one time. I don't remember where the hell it was, but it was just a quick one. We had to actually leave because like shit went wrong during the circus. They were having like a closing act of like a baby elephant, right? Like coming out bouncing on a ball, and you know they have like people that are like side by side with this elephant, right? And so this elephant like lost his balance, and basically what happened was it fell on one of the guys on the side, like spotting it. So they had to stop the show, and we had to leave because some dude got crushed by a baby elephant. I mean, he was alive, but like I'm pretty sure he got like fucked up.
The gruesome injuries that he probably suffered, but
Like
he's alive. That's all
two
we
broken
gotta
legs.
know, yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Dude, that is not gonna. That's it. That's all. That's all.
That was
there
just
to
one.
it?
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up. Like, it's not every day you hear like a baby elephant like falling on top of a
Yeah,
man.
it's funny to make fun of some. Good one.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
What the fuck?
Do that shit.
go watch midget wrestling.
Hornswoggle!
That's
My buddy, one of my good buddies here, he was like trying to get me to go, and I couldn't go because I was going to be home that weekend. But yeah, it was funny. Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness!
Is that actually here?
Dude, that's a thing. Yeah, it's pretty common, I think.
Like everywhere?
Maybe in Iowa. It's got to be an Iowa thing.
I know
maybe.
it's definitely popular.
Maybe
in
Nebraska, because
definitely popular in Ireland. I want to go see some
They probably
Irish.
do, like,
I want to go
they
see
probably
some
do, like,
Irish midget wrestling.
Irish midget.
Yes,
wrestling.
sir. Nothing purer than that.
Why does it have to be Irish?
Because the Irish part makes it so much better. Come here, you fucking twat!
Well, I guess
You
that's
fucking-
that. Okay, so
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut
You
your
do
fucking
nothing.
mouth.
You do fucking nothing.
You do nothing. You do nothing.
Dude, that's actually really good.
that I would like to mention. Girls don't like you, Clay.
Says who? Says the person who doesn't have a girlfriend. Says the man who's extremely picky and can't get himself a girl.
Hey, I have girls lined up behind those doors right there. You can hear them screaming.
Start yelling, so someone comes in and knocks on your door. Your mom
There's
walks
so
in.
many times that we have to edit out girls just like throwing me on my bed
I have
because
to do
they
that.
break into
Me
my
as
bed.
the editor, I know that Garrett gets. I can confirm as an editor, Garrett gets zero pussy on camera.
Yeah,
Well,
because
good
these
thing it's
videos
not on
are
fucking
what
camera.
My story is when I was 6 or 7 years old, and I went to Disney World.
I thought it was the other one.
I think I have told this to Clay before, but not TJ. So there was a time where, do you guys remember those giant ass Pixie stick stations where it was probably about something I don't know, something like 10, 15, 20 bucks for these like 4 foot, 5 foot tall Pixie sticks. You can get like any flavor you want out of like 40 or 50 different types of flavors.
I didn't know they had a.
Huh?
I didn't know.
You've
that
never
was
seen
a-
those big Pixie stick things at like an amusement park or something? Yeah, so we went to those stations and I got like a big one. But the thing is, I usually don't. As a kid, I was not one of those types of people who are like, oh, I can get a little bit of green apple, I can get some banana, get some strawberry, or like, let's get some peach, mango, blueberry, like watermelon, anything. I got this whole bitch to be blueberry bubblegum. The whole thing was the same flavor.
Oh my god, dude.
So, and I think I downed that thing in about an hour. Straight up. It was so fast. It was not even funny. Normal shit. Whatever. We leave. I go to Joe's Crab Shack. We go get dinner. It's first time that we've ever had it because we're like, first time I've ever been to Florida. It was so good, bro. Like, and we were in the middle of the restaurant, and I just had this immediate feeling like, oh, fuck, dude, my stomach felt it. I felt it within my veins.
Yeah,
and
the
I'm
witch's
like,
brew.
oh, it felt like an eruption of like, it felt like the volcano was about to erupt. So I'm like, oh shoot, I need to go to the bathroom. And halfway into getting to the bathroom, I didn't even fucking make it. I threw up blue chunks everywhere in the middle of the fucking restaurant. Everywhere, right in the middle of the Joe's Crab Shack logo, in the middle of everyone.
Don't eat the blue lobster. Everyone just.
I was in a part of the restaurant where there wasn't a lot of people, but still, it was like.
Did everything just stop?
6:30, 7 o'clock on a Saturday.
Did time just stop?
You say?
Did time just stop and everyone was like looking at you?
Some waitress came over and saw me that threw up.
Damn.
And I got blue stuff all over my shirt.
Smurfs.
My parents weren't with me. I was by myself, and then I went to the bathroom, myself up as much as I could.
Jesus, dude.
Because I got it like all over my shirt and stuff, and I came back over to the table, and they're like, "What the fuck happened?"
What happened to you? Hey man, I bet that vomit actually smelled really good though. You know, like blueberry bubble gum. I bet it wasn't as bad.
It was all blueberry bubblegum. That's probably why I threw it all up, is because it was all the same flavor, and I had it so fast.
What is up next?
We're going to talk about a traumatizing or scary moment in our life. That's what we're going to be talking about. It was pretty scary though in the moment though. So back when I was a kid, my cousin used to have he lived on a house that had a barn. So the barn was pretty damn old, and we're kids, we're stupid, we're really dumb. We used to climb in there, fucking go all over the place, and there was like stories. We used to walk up in there, go up in stories and shit, do stupid shit, play like Nerf guns in there and shit, just do stupid, fun shit. But
damn.
Anyways, I think it was two of my buddies were there. Well, my cousin and one of my other buddies, there was mutual friends with us, but he lived next door to my friend or a couple houses down. And we were all there, and I don't even remember what we were doing. I think we were just like going through shit and just, I want to say, I don't know if we were playing Nerf guns or some shit, but my cousin fell through the barn floor that was up on the upper level.
Holy shit.
That was probably, dude, it was probably like at least a 10-foot drop. Maybe more, like 20 feet.
At least that's survivable. Oh, 20 feet? Oh, shit.
Dude, it was crazy.
That's bone breaks.
Crazy ass shit. And all of a sudden he just falls through. We're just both like,
no.
So we run down, we look through the hole that he fell through, and he's just like sitting there, just like, I could see blood.
Oh, God.
Like on like this piece of wood. And then we all ran down, and like I checked it out, and like he had just had a bad scrape, and like And like it was all good, and his dad came out and shit. And like it was scary though, dude. Like it could have been so much worse. But I just remembered that just because, like, dude, it was fucking scary, dude. That was
How
like,
did he fall down? Is there like a second layer to the floor that he like got stuck in
two.
or something, or did he fall completely?
it's one
through the
layer,
floor and
dude.
he
He fell completely through it.
You like out of a cartoon, you just like look through. Like,
Dude, it's crazy.
How far did he fall down?
Oh, dude, like I think it was like a 10-foot drop, 15-foot drop.
For a kid, a 10-foot drop
Yeah.
is like breaking bones because 20 feet for an adult can kill you. So I mean,
Dude, it was that was the most scariest thing I've ever witnessed. Like, cause it could have been so much
oh
worse.
shit, dude, I have like 3 stories.
It was one of the scariest things. I have like other scary stories and stuff, but I can't really remember them right now. But yeah, no, I just remember that off the top of my head. But yeah, no, it was pretty wild. I'm glad. God bless, he's okay. But like, dude, it was crazy. It was crazy as a kid to see that.
Jesus.
Just somebody fall through the fucking floor.
I think Clay should go next.
My I guess I have 2 more. Well, one is it was like Christmas time, and we were celebrating it at my grandparents' house at the time, and they have like 6 Chihuahuas, and I was really young. They would let their dogs out every night. You know, they let your dogs out to go to the bathroom, right? They live in like a wooded area, and they have fences everywhere. So it was really strange why this happened. And the dogs went out, and then you heard barking. For some reason, my grandpa poked his head out and was like, "Tell them to shut the hell up," because they had like at least an acre of land for them to run around on, and all we heard in the distance was a scream, like a screech, and then like a bunch of growling and shit. And the dogs, all 6 Chihuahuas come running back, and Chihuahuas will stand up to like Great Danes and shit, and so they were scared out of their fucking minds, and one of them had like a 3 claw mark on their stomach, really injured. And what had happened was, we find out later that there was a pack of coyotes that were like tracking them. So they would like look out every night, and they would see that the dogs go out at a certain time. So one of them got brave enough to try to go and pick one off. But because all 6 of them were like trying to like fight the dog, trying to fight the coyote, it turned into that. So dog was perfectly fine, but it was like I was there when it happened and I heard the screech. If you ever heard a coyote snarl and like screech like that, it's kind of scary. And I was like 8, so. Yeah, it was pitch black.
8 years old. That is scary. Dude, that's potentially your dog getting killed.
Yeah, just think about that. If you leave your small dog outside, things will hunt it. Like, that's what happened to Logan Paul's dog. Coyotes went and hopped over their fence and took the dog. Never saw him again.
Damn.
Smart fuckers.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why I never want a small dog. Like that like a dog that grows up to be small still.
Yeah.
God, that's scary for me. I don't even want to imagine like you just come out and like your dog just gone.
Well, coyotes are fucking.
The
fact that
feeling.
I'm just surprised the fact that one got in the fence. It was just one. It wasn't like. I guess the rest stayed back, but usually they attack with like a pack, or they try to take one thing out. So, yeah, I don't know.
Bud got a little cocky,
I guess,
and he
underestimated what 6 Chihuahuas can do. They got a gang of this shit, man.
These are feisty little dogs. If you want any little dog fighting off a coyote, that's the one you want.
Dude, their Chihuahuas were fucking rude as hell. Like, I couldn't pet half of them because they would like snap at me.
Why I never want one.
Well, they're really cute if you like raise a pup. But
If you raise them perfectly and you know what you're
my
doing,
grandparents had 6 of them. They didn't give a shit. They locked them up and let them out every day, and they were trapped in, like, they never really had human interaction. So anyway,
Yup, that's why I take care of my pets.
yep.
Oh, wait, was that the only one you had?
Yeah, I had another, but I'd rather have you say yours. Because the only other traumatic experience I had was recently, and I'd rather save it.
All right, man. All right. Well, I really hope to God, man. So this is gonna be hilarious and scary and interesting, and I hope that little kids don't get the same thing that we did, because this is really fun, but it's also really stupid that what we did, and I'll tell you why in a second. I actually hope my friend watches this. Won't, though. He's too busy being. So we used to like play little games in our backyard. Basically like a bunch of different sports. You know, we had like wiffle ball, baseball, like ball, because we were that little. We didn't hit it that far, anyways. You know, football, whatever we could think of. Hockey, because he played hockey growing up. But just little things in his like little games in his basement. And one of the games that we made up, we don't have a name for it. We only one time for this one reason, because of all these pine cones that fell down in the street. We would just have a bunch of. We just said, you know what? What if we did this thing where we threw pine cones into the street, and like we would test the cars. Like, so the goal was to basically throw pine cones, and like, so the closest cars worth like 1 point. We wanted the cars to run over the pine cones. That's all we were doing. We weren't throwing them at the cars. We were throwing them just onto the street, and we wanted them to like get crushed, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This is
So
the
it was like
dumbest
1
game.
point. I know.
Dude, some of those pine cones are fucking strong.
We were 7 years old, bro. That we found anything entertaining.
I just like I know, but I'm trying to think of like the things I did, and I'm like pine cones.
Said like my backyard faces a main street.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we were
pretty
just
familiar
over
with
there.
your area.
Probably for like so. Oh, I forgot to say. Oh, there's another person involved. It's his cousin. They're the same age too. So he was there as well. There was 3 of us there.
Okay, so we're throwing pine cones in the street.
We're throwing pine cones into the street, just trying to get points. This was probably at like, I don't know, like 7:30, 7 o'clock. Like, so this was when traffic was at the most, at the highest. But that's, I mean, so that probably made the game a little bit more entertaining because there were more cars driving by. So we were just throwing them in the street. You know, we were in the middle of playing this game. Kid you fucking not, bro. The car lost control. They did not hit any, but they lost control. And
You're literally admitting to a crime right now.
We were sitting like this. We were fucking like that. And dude, that was the longest this minute time frame felt like a lifetime. It felt like a whole 7 hours, like me just sitting there frozen looking at the car. It was a minivan. I remember the car, and I remember a guy got out, and I remember this, and I know as a kid you think that everything is just, you could have thought like everybody was fucking taller than you, so you think it's like a big monster guy, but fucking big. And this guy was close enough, like, and he gets out of the car and he screams, quote unquote, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And you literally see a knife in his fucking hand, and he starts walking towards us.
We screamed so fucking loud. I don't think I've ever ran faster. We go through the garage door to get into the house, run all the way upstairs, go up and behind. We all go under my friend's bed, and we're sitting there for like 45 minutes.
Nothing happened?
The dude, I think about 10 minutes later, this guy ended up going up to our fucking door. Like the front door, you can hear him, but he only did it once. Walked away. I don't think I ever heard it. I don't think I ever heard anything happen for like another 30 minutes. And then to this day, I still don't know who called the cops, but there was then eventually 30 later, because we didn't know how to call the police. We didn't have phones. We didn't we're 7 years old.
Were you home alone? Were you guys home alone?
Police. We were home alone, bro.
Jesus Christ.
They were like out doing something. Yeah, they were not there. That's the scariest part.
Wow.
About it. So we ended up going to the cop ended up going up to the front door. I just remember like them saying that the guy was off of some sort of substance. He was on drugs to some sort of extent. He got arrested because I think somebody on the street saw
Dude.
the guy running at us. And so this guy, and then so somebody else, I think, called the cop. That's what I assumed, because they weren't home for like another hour.
Did you throw it, or did
so the cop?
Did you throw it, the pine cone, or did the other two?
I don't remember. I don't remember. We go into it. We were just like all doing it. I didn't pay attention to who.
So you like actually cleaned up the street.
How the fuck do you make a car hydroplane from a...
As a cross country runner, and I would run at different parks and shit. Crab apples and pine cones.
Well, it rolls. No shit.
Crab apples and
rolls.
No, crab apples and pine cones are slippery as fuck because they have like sap on them, and then if you bust open a crab apple, it makes the top of it slippery because of the juice and shit too. I've slid on pine cones. It's not if you're walking through a wooded area and there's a bunch of pine cones and you slip on the right one, or if it's strong enough, bro, it'll just it'll raise the car.
That's just one of the weirdest things ever. We spun out the one guy who was on drugs.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy. Inadvertently cleaning up the streets,
that's
brother.
Wild.
That's one of this, dude. I just, oh god, man, that of the guy coming out and being like, "What the is wrong with you?" and then just having that is ingrained in my head forever.
Bro, that's crazy.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Well, that's all I got.
I mean, I got one more that's crazier, but I don't know.
But I think you should go.
I got another.
Okay, so my last one, probably the scariest experience that I've had, because you never think that something bad is gonna happen to you or someone else, right? And that you'd be like someone else's life would be in your hands, and shit. And probably like my first experience of it happening ever was I was living in Silvis at the time, just moved out of my apartment, and this is when I was working at Walmart as a night stalker. Just happened to be my day off, thank God. I'm tired, taking a nap. Amy is too. Amy and I are taking a nap. My girlfriend, my lovely girlfriend.
Shut up.
And I'm not sure why I got woken up, because I am a light sleeper. Like, if you walk in the room and I'm sleeping or something, I will jump up with, like, my fists ready to, like, fucking flail on you. Or I could also sleep like a rock. Amy got up to use the bathroom at, like, I remember it was like 11 p.m. Oh, was it 11? I think it was. Either that or, like, really early in the morning, like 1 o'clock. And I had just happened to wake up. And she's using the bathroom, and I was like, oh, she's just using the bathroom. I'm going to go back to sleep. Right? And I hear like a really strange noise coming from the bathroom. Almost like I thought there was, like, some type of rabid animal in our apartment. I heard, like like that coming from the bathroom.
That's not funny.
So I like rush out of my room into the bathroom. Amy's, like, foaming at the mouth on the toilet while like trying to take a shit, by the way. She's foaming at the mouth. Just fucking like shaking, and basically she's shaking so much she falls off the toilet and hits her head on the countertop and is, like, fucking, like, on the floor flailing. I'm fucking freaking out, and I'm like, oh my god, she's having a seizure and shit. So the first thing I did was I had to run. I ran to my room, got, like, a pillow, and then put it under her head as she's flailing and freaking out. And I just remember this.
First thing you want to do. Good job.
Yeah, because of her head. Because if she jostles, she's just gonna keep hitting her head on the floor. She's already got hit. She's already hurt her head. And I'm so freaked out at this point. I call 911 and I'm like, my girlfriend's having a seizure, and my heart's going a million miles a minute. I'm like, I'm so fucking pumped up on adrenaline right now. Like, I know that I need to be responsible and take care of this. And they're like, okay, where do you live? I didn't know where I lived. I had to go out. I was like, give me 1 minute. Like, I'm freaking out so much. I don't know where I live. And they're like, it's really hard to track you because you're in an apartment complex. You could be in like 30 different homes. Like, we don't know where you're at, and you need to stay with the person who's having a seizure. So I have to literally go out and to my front door and look at the number on my door to tell them where I lived, because I was so freaked out. And and then I don't know, Amy doesn't remember this at all. After I tell them, they're like, someone will be there. So I hang up, and I'm just like talking to Amy, like telling her, like, hey, you need to keep your eyes open, because she was, like, closing her eyes. I honestly God thought she was dying. And I couldn't do anything about it. And they said EMTs were going to be like 5 minutes out, because we lived right next to, thank fucking God, we lived right next to a fire department, and we lived right next to the Genesis Hospital in Silvis, and they were there in like 3 minutes. But by then Amy's seizure had stopped. But while she was doing this, I was like, she's also like butt ass naked.
Hey.
So I was like, bro, you need to like pull your pants up. So I'm like trying to pull her pants up, and no, I swear to God, okay, I pulled her pants up, and she was like, there's like I guess there's a moment where you think that the person who's having a seizure is somewhat conscious or something. She was moving her eyes in a way, because she couldn't talk, but I could see she was like moving her eyes in a way that I could like understand, like yes, no, with her eyes. And all I remember is after I did that, I was like, there, so the EMTs don't have to look at you naked or something. She moved her eyes up and down and was like, yeah, like, thanks for doing this, basically. And then she passed out when the EMTs got there. And then when she wakes up, the EMT like is there already, and they're like, Amy, are you Amy? And she's like, where am I? What happened? Because she hit her head and she got a concussion too. And then she saw me and she's like, who is that? Who is that handsome guy? The auntie's like, this is your boyfriend. She's like, my boyfriend? I was so scared because I literally thought she like forgot who I was.
Lost memory.
Too? Yeah. Because I've had that happen. Like my aunt forgot who I was and it was the most heartbreaking thing ever to me. She turned out to be fine. And then she didn't want to go to the hospital, but as soon as she found out she had a seizure, it was a whole emotional moment. But it was like, if you were put in that situation, like, how the hell would you react? And like,
Probably the same way.
Dude, every night I make sure that she takes her meds.
Besides a few nights.
I literally make sure, unless I'm like so fucking tired I pass out, but. It's like, I never want that to happen again to me.
Fair.
Probably the most traumatic thing I've ever been through in my life.
It's even worse when your own daughter.
My dog used to have seizures. I know that I've seen what it looks like, and I know what you were talking about.
You're like utterly helpless. You're utterly helpless.
You know when the eyes come. I know what you're talking. I've seen him have a certain. He's probably had seizures when like we were at work and like stuff like that.
Because the best thing you can do, because they've said this too, like if a dog or
and
a person,
I know what you're talking about when like the eyes come back.
If the dog or the person is
like,
having a seizure, the best thing you can do is be there to support them, make sure they don't hit their head, and then also comfort them because subconsciously they're still alive. It's like they're just trapped in a body that they can't control. So it's like in the back of their mind, they're still there and they're seeing everything. Just when they black out, they don't remember it.
The sad part, I wasn't even like conscious at all.
Yeah, she wasn't, but she still somehow was conscious.
I was just on autopilot.
Jesus Christ, it's scary.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only time that she's ever had a seizure?
With me. She did have one. I think.
She's had seizures before.
2021.
She had one in 21.
Or 20.
And 20. Or
Yeah,
2020 and 2021. She had one when she was living at her dad's, and her brother found her. So.
And that's when they found I had epilepsy.
That's when, yeah, she's got epilepsy, nocturnal epilepsy. So if she doesn't take a medication at night, she can, like, her body freaks out. She'll have seizures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, nocturnal epilepsy. Does that mean like if she wakes up to like too bright of lights?
Basically means you have seizures when you fall asleep.
So I'm very prone to them if I'm not on my medication. So if I miss at least 3 doses, that puts me at the highest risk.
Yeah.
And some points I couldn't bounce back from.
For some reason, she hadn't taken her meds for 3 to 5 days, and I didn't know about it because I'd ask her, and she'd say yes, and she didn't. So I make sure she takes her meds.
Yeah, it's just...
Bottom line.
No, that's just fucking scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
I'll try to place it.
I can't even remember. I can't even begin to imagine, like, because I've never seen anything happen with that with like any of my. I've never seen any freak accident happen with like a family, at least in front of me. Last one, I got a gun pulled out on me with my friends.
Holy shit.
But it wasn't my fault. So, I was out with some peeps. So, there was this... We were out downtown, we were kind of walking outside. I think I was with a couple of my friends. My purpose was to go down there with 2 of my friends. I knew that there was a few people there, but I guess more people came over eventually because they go down there all the time. And there was just a few people that I wasn't familiar with that met up with us. I've never like gotten their numbers or something before. And so they were talking about meeting up with some other people, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever you guys are doing, I don't know. I'm just hanging out. So they finally found him, and then all of a sudden, outside of a bar, we were at the corner. We were kind of just waiting around, and I don't know what transpired from this. It was definitely previous beef, for sure. In the moment, I'll explain in the moment, but that's not what I thought was right in the moment. It was like I knew in hindsight after the fact.
Oh.
So this guy came up and was like starting to talk to this other guy, and I thought it was just a regular conversation, and then this guy like knew somebody he was friends with, and apparently it was like some sort of person that he didn't like, and they had like some sort of beef like with like money and stuff. And I'm literally in the middle of this conversation. I literally saw the guy that I didn't know just get fucking dropped, one punch to the ground, and then the guy walked away. The guys walked away across the street into like the other bar, and they were literally like about to go do something about it, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Because obviously if you tried to fight back, my instinct was, why the fuck did you just punch him like that? Like my immediate thought is I want to like figure out what the problem is, and I was like, because I don't want to take it. But this seemed like one of those situations where it was like, okay, there was previous beef between these people. This has nothing to do with me. And also there was like 6 fucking people that this guy was already with anyways. That was like behind him. So I was, I'm not doing shit. I'm
pussy.
not doing anything. Because
What a
these
pussy.
guys were small. These guys were not
pussy.
big people. And so I easily could have fucked somebody up. Just by like, I don't care if I'm not like a fighter, but all it takes is one punch and you're done. Especially with someone who's significantly stronger than me, or significantly weaker than me. All it takes is just one punch, and I have the reach, you know.
Okay.
So you watch it and just beat the shit out of my.
It's a lot harder to hit a smaller person. A lot harder to hit a smaller target, but okay.
They were trying to plot. What's going on, and they were trying to, figure out, where did these guys go? Because they were actually gonna like come back and do something, and I'm like, this seems like your issue. I'll be over here, but I'm not gonna like do shit.
Yeah, you want your life.
Because like I said, I didn't know this person. They knew this person.
You look like a man that values his life.
Of people came up to us. This was probably around almost the time when bar closing. May have been right after or right before. I don't remember. It was probably like 1:30. So I don't know. These other people came up to us, and I didn't know who the fuck. These were completely different people. I was so focused on what was happening, like what this guy was talking about, in terms of like where the other people went, and then all of a sudden I see these people, these other people. I have no idea what transpired or who these people are. Sounds like no one knows who the fuck they are. I think they were like some sort of they were like, it was a group of like Mexicans, and then the other group seemed, I don't know. So I don't know anybody that they're friends with who are Mexican. So I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? And I go over. I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was just a random ass conversation. And then my friend, I forget his name, but he, like, I'm not really good friend. I'm not close with majority of these people. But there's like 2 people I'm close with here, and the one of them that I was actually friends with, he started to get like all up in his shit and like start yelling at him, and I'm like, dude, what in the fuck are you doing? He just started screaming out of nowhere, and he wanted to and he started pressing him, straight up pressing him, and he started to scream, he was do something, and he was getting so fucking mad, and then so I'm like, what the fuck are you yelling about? And I'm like, what are these people telling me? I'm like, dude, I think he lets his words get to him. I think he lets words get to him really easily. And so all of a sudden, while I'm trying to figure out what he's yelling about, this other guy who that night, but he's super cool, he turns to me with this look of I don't know, shock, or his eyes just got bigger, and he's and he literally turns his back towards them and to us, and he's yo, stop. He's yo, let's chill. He started panicking, and then when I turned and saw, he literally he showed his waist, and he had a fucking gun, and he literally is still screaming at him like he's gonna fucking beat his ass, and he literally, and I literally started screaming at him in the middle of the street while he's screaming at these other guys. Is dude, he has a fucking gun, walk away. And I'm literally screaming at him, walk away, and he was about to try something again, and I hold his ass. I literally am holding him and pushing him away, screaming at him because he's being a fucking idiot. Bro, I pushed him for a fucking block because he kept talking, and then I literally just had a pep talk with him. He's and I'm I just was giving him a talk, and I'm dude, you're gonna get yourself killed. You're gonna you're gonna get yourself somebody hurt. Because you want to put your ego above this, whatever fucking stupid shit you guys are talking about. I had no idea where, but I just remember him screaming, and he was
How big was the group?
Had 5 people with him. The other guys that had the gun, he had the little fanny pack, and he had something in his waist.
All of them, or just him?
2 of them. I think 2 of them did.
That's crazy.
It was. We got lucky. Dude ended up walking away. Nothing happened. But dude, you don't fuck with people when nobody in your group has. Why are you screaming at somebody? I think he was just too drunk.
Yeah, duh.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, why would you scream it? Here's the thing: if it was just him with a gun, and it was just him with a bunch of friends and shit, if someone flashes a gun at me, that gives me every right in the world to put my hands on them and try to kill them. That's threatening your life. I mean, if honestly, dude, if that was just him, I probably would have thrown. I would have thrown.
I heard my friend getting louder and louder and louder and louder. Then he just started fucking screaming at him, and he was jumping. Dude, he touched his chest. He chest bumped him. And that was when I went in, I literally dude, I was about to suplex him to the ground, my own friend, and just to save us because he's being fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think it's so dumb though that they hide them in their waistband, and you pull your shirt up to show them. What the fuck are you gonna do in that small time frame? I could have if you're within striking range of someone and you do that, that's an easy you're gonna get fucked if you can't grab your gun in time.
I was just trying to prevent it.
Good for you,
dude. Me and the guy who turned around and he says, "Yo, just chill out." That was me, and he was my size, and that was the guy who I met that night. He was, dude, it was just scary, bro. I legit thought rounds were gonna be fired.
Damn, this dude's had knives and guns pulled out on him. This dude's had a crazy life. Garrett built like that.
That was around. I didn't.
Garrett's built different.
There was a solid 5 minutes that I thought somebody was gonna get shot or like.
Yeah, as you should.
That's why my immediate instinct was I ran away, and I'm not even gonna lie, because I didn't even know what. Like I didn't know what was happening.
Well, yeah,
So-
you tell me five verse. Well, why would you want to stick up for two people you barely knew, and then there's 5 of them?
No, I didn't barely know them. The
Oh, I
other
know you
ones I
barely
didn't really.
Yeah.
Me and him, dude. He has seen, like he's had people, his friends die before. So. Yeah, he's had
That's
friends killed.
Sad.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
Well,
But yeah, we're all here. We're still alive.
yeah, all breathing.
Everything's good. We're all hunky dory.
God bless.
Yes, sir. I like this. I like this story time.
But that's
It's been a while since we've done one of these, and yeah, it was a nice refresher.
Get to be in your feels.
Oh yeah.
we'll have more refreshers. I'm sure we'll actually do this more often again. But you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Pinkcast, the Kinkcast, I don't know.
So
But,
What are you doing
like
if
this-
you aren't subscribed?
Tell me some of your
40% of
serious
you aren't
moments,
subscribed.
comments below.
you just said the
And
kinky cast.
thanks for sitting down, staying a while. Thanks for liking, subscribing,
That's great.
and I also heard over 40% of you clicking on this video are not subscribed either. So if you want to click that subscribe button, thanks for staying a while, and peace.
Take it away.